Because I don't think I said... I know I didn't say
Let me change my screen 15 times to get to this. Hi guys! Welcome to Galaxy Gaming Guide. Welcome back to the DM's table. We are playing Danganronpa again with the DM, B, my girlfriend.
Hi, guys. I'm happy to be here again. Hopefully we will, actually get some more story progress. Huzzah!
Also,
Welcome.
I see Rose has joined us. I can change his picture now.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad that you made it.
Why was there an error in changing his picture?
Would it be alright if I start, or would you like me to wait until you're done changing the picture?
It apparently logged me out of my thing. Give me 1 second. You can start. I'm just going to take Rose off of my screen for right now.
R.I.P. Rose. Alright.
Rose no longer exists.
Well, anyways, welcome back to Dangan D&D. I still don't have a fitting title for this. I think we're just going to stick with Dangan D&D because we're 3 episodes in now. But we are going to start off with fun facts. So feel free. Do we want to roll initiative for fun facts, or does everybody have one and has a vibe?
I think that means roll initiative.
Okay, I guess we're rolling initiative.
Okay, I got Rose set up.
And
Sky gets top of initiative, I heard.
Wait, I forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
Okay, I'm gonna go check our last episode on YouTube because of the fact that I need to remember who I gave a fun fact for last week, and the other thing is I cannot let whoever chose the fun fact person can't choose it again.
I chose for last week, I think.
That's what I thought. I was like, I feel like Deku chose last week.
I know Jin chose for the first one, and I chose last week.
I have a request from God.
Yes?
Can my initiative just be all of my characters?
Sure, why not?
Okay. I got a 15. I don't feel like rolling a bunch of times.
I got a 19.
So. Okay, so Guy, Jin, what's a 19? What did you get, Deku?
10.
Okay, Rose, what'd you get?
Rose isn't here.
What?
He's here. He got a 2.
2. Okay, a whole ass 2. So then it's Galaxy after Jin, then Deku, and then Rose.
That's for my 2-player characters. You guys get to pick the NPC or whatever.
Yes. So Deku, you cannot choose for this week. Someone else may choose an NPC for a fun fact. It cannot be, I believe Kuroma was the first week, and it was Toby last week, I'm assuming.
I remember doing
I'm actually not sure. I don't remember.
I remember doing Ashton at one point.
It was me who actually asked to do the butcher last week. And I think, Deku, you did Galaxy's NPC.
During the first
possible.
week. Okay, so never mind. It's so we don't need Kuroma, we don't need Ashton, and we don't need Yuki anymore. Sky, you cannot choose this week. Deku,
that is fine. That is fine.
Okay, we got it.
Awesome.
So, Sky, do you need more time to figure out your fun fact?
I'm gonna go with the basic bitch one, but feel free to ask questions so I can think of things on the spot. Uh, so, as you know, she is French, and she doesn't have a great grasp of the English language. She tries her best, but she's more confident in her French. Um, what you don't know is she actually knows English very well. She was taught by her agent, but she's currently pretending not to speak a lot of English, which is very easy to do because she has a thick French accent anyway. Um, so it's to add to her kind of um, deceiving people so that if she is heard speaking like in an easy English way, people won't think it's her.
Interesting.
Hmm.
What other languages does Sky know, or does she just know English and French?
English, French, and British Sign Language. She does hand modeling and is able to do sign language for some modeling things on TV.
Awesome. All right. So, Jin, you are up next.
He has two siblings. He has two siblings, one brother and one sister. He is the middle child of them both. That is my fun fact.
All right. Which one's older?
The brother.
And does he have a good relationship with them?
Yes, he has a great relationship with them. And his parents.
Are they noted on your character sheet?
Yes.
All right.
Not inside of the actual thing, but on my paper.
All right. Well, update that shit. All right. I'm gonna leave you to update that. Galaxy, are you ready to share your fun facts about Jayden and Valeri?
Jayden, when he was about 4 years old, actually got attacked by a dog he was trying to pet. Because the dog itself was actually wounded and trying to protect itself, and he didn't know. And Valeri is she's a tattoo artist, like the ultimate tattoo artist, but she started out by drawing fake tattoos on her friends with markers, and actually got in trouble at school because she was using permanent marker and people were freaking out over it.
All right. We're gonna cycle back to Jayden real quick for the first question. What is the breed of the dog that attacked him?
Pitbull.
I had a feeling. All right. And what was Valerie's favorite thing to draw when she was a kid?
My worst nightmare. She liked to draw spiders.
Gotcha.
Because I feel like that fits.
All right. Yeah. Haku, what is your fun fact?
It's a good question. Give me just a second.
Alright, well, you are figuring that out. Which NPC would you guys like to learn a new thing about today? Anyone may answer. Other than Sky.
How about the
I'm
astronomer?
not allowed.
Hold on, I forgot her. One. I didn't. Ayaka.
Okay. I'm not going to share it until the end of initiative, but thank you. That just answers my questions.
Okay, I remembered what I wanted to do for her fun fact.
Oh, give me just a second. Okay, go ahead.
Her fun fact is that her ears and her tail are really soft because if they were the actual normal texture of most cats, she would have a sensory issue with them and couldn't wear them. Because she doesn't like how prickly cats can feel.
Is it... Okay, this is going to be like a weird thing more based on the texture around it, because there's a lot of different ways that something can feel soft. Do you, like... do you mean, like, soft as in, like, the I understand, like, the feathery, it's not actually feathers, but, like, of a feather boa, they're not the real feathers, you know? The feather... Yes. Those ones are really soft. Or, like, a soft blanket. Or faux fur. Like, faux rabbit fur.
It's more of, like, faux fur, kind of.
Okay, I had a feeling it would end up being faux fur, but I just wanted to ask because some people can also make like the texture or the look of fur using yarn, and I've actually used this technique to make like wefts for doll hair. That's why I wanted to ask. If you brush out acrylic, you feel like hair, and it's really cool.
Yeah, I've seen the stuff that people can do with yarn. I feel like she probably would have considered that, but couldn't find the, like, right color that she was after, and she didn't want it to be, like, because I know that you can, like, use airbrush paint, but she wouldn't have wanted to do anything like that, so she just used faux fur instead. Since it doesn't hold, like, that kind of ink the same way.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because, like, if you get paint on yarn, it can become that same kind of, like, I don't want to say rough, kind of, like, the ends can become really pointy and kind of, like, prickly, depending on how it ends up on the yarn. Airbrush paint doesn't work the exact same, but it can, if too much is sprayed in one place, have kind of the same thing. Plus, faux fur would have just looked more natural towards what she was trying to get after.
Gotcha. Thank you. Hold on. I just want to write something down real quick that is not related to this. I don't like either of those. Sorry, I'm trying to get the fun fact for Ayaka just because of the fact that I have one part of it fully done, and then the second part was still hazy, and I want to get it right. Also, Rose, are you ready to share your fun fact? Oh, okay. My screen turned off. Alright, go ahead and share it. Okay, so Jefferson likes to walk through wooded areas. So I know that he grew up in the U.S. What part of the U.S. did he grow up in? How wooded is he used to? Is probably the best way to explain that question as well. He lives in Ohio. You're representing for two of our friends. Congratulations. Okay.
Okay, I finished adding my stuff to the thing.
Yay. And I have created a new thing for me to do after this. I need to listen through and make sure that I get all of your guys' fun facts. But it is time for me to share my fun facts after I read over this because I'm curious.
Tried to keep it exactly how you had yours, so.
Holy shit, okay. Okay, did you read the motive before you wrote these? Because these are good for a different one.
No, I was just going off of what a good motive
Read
would
the
be.
motive. Read the motive real quick.
Where am I reading?
I have it highlighted. I'm highlighting it now. It is purple.
You know, I
Did
thought
you find
that. Yeah, clearly.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, I thought that was something else. But I will go ahead and remove that.
You can just move it down to a different chapter. Just I would say which number, but that would make it too easy for everybody.
You're fine. Just continue on with your stuff.
Okay. But thank you for adding those. I like them. Don't delete them. Just pain. I don't know. Anyways, but the fun fact for Ayaka is that I've mentioned that she is in a set of triplets a few times, but she is the middle triplet, and her sisters are the ultimate astrologist, which is somebody who studies like zodiac signs and all of that fun stuff. And then her other sister is the ultimate optical engineer who builds telescopes. She designs and creates brand new, updated telescopes, making it easier for us to see further into space. And they all look the same. Is that a fair fun fact for everyone? I want to make sure because I have mentioned her siblings before. I just never added the extra information. Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
All good. Anyone want to let? Are we good? Was that a fair thing? I need feedback.
That seems
Yes.
fair to me.
Okay.
I have no reason to dispute this. So, yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, um, since it had been a few hours, since Sky, we're gonna start with you. But this announcement kind of rings out throughout the school. Even if you are in the gazebo, you hear it because if you look in some of the foliage, there are speakers and cameras. And you hear a familiar voice. Not too long after you finished your photo shoot with Rudy. All right, now everyone. I recommend you head to the cafeteria. It's time for dinner. This will be the only time that we actually remind you what time it is to eat. And that was the announcement. It cuts off after that. What would you like to do?
Sky is going to look to Rudy and say, well, I guess we'll have to keep track of the time a little bit. Shall we head to the cafeteria?
Rudy kind of gives a little chuckle and smile, and he's just like, well, the sun was on its way down on our way out here, so it is getting pretty late. I'm guessing it's getting close to nighttime, I would assume. But yes, dinner sounds lovely.
They're gonna start heading back to where they came inside. I'm not sure if that's close to the cafeteria. If they mean the one in like the dorms area, or
They
if
do
there's
mean the
another one.
rooms. That is currently the one you guys got.
So she's gonna start. Did they leave through going through the dorms? I don't remember where they headed outside from.
So they left from the school, and I'm pretty sure the map should be in your notes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back to that to reference it as I speak. Do. All right. So you guys left from the school on the right side of the map was going to be that hotel and casino you saw. Right across from the school would be where the dorms are. And then off to the side is the warehouse and the gazebo on the left.
She's going to look around to see if there's a sign that points her in the direction that she needs to go for the cafeteria, because I don't think she knows where it is yet, because she hasn't actually been to the dorms.
Can you roll me a history check real quick? Like it would be book smarts in this case.
Book smart.
Because
I don't
this
think
doesn't happen here.
she's not too smart, so. Yeah. 2.
Yeah, you don't know where the cafeteria is.
This guy's gonna turn to Rudy and be like, do you know where the cafeteria is?
Alright. I'm gonna roll for him now because of
Imagine
course
we're completely lost.
You never make it easy for him.
Nope.
I literally have my laptop open on the document I have set up, and then I have Discord with all of their NPC sheets over here on my phone. We really dual wielding. Okay, he got a 16, and with that, he kind of pulls out his monopad, which is your placement instead of a phone, and he pulls up the map.
Oh yeah. Listen.
Uh, and then he'll like lean in a little bit closer, show you his screen, and kind of point to where you guys are, and then zoom in on where the dorm is, and there's the cafeteria in there, and he's like, "All right, well, let's head to the dorms then."
Yes, let's. And she's gonna follow him because I assume he's taking the lead now with the map. To head to the cafeteria.
Do what?
Head to the cafeteria.
Yes. All right. Let's see. Do you run into anybody? What would be interesting? Galaxy, give me a number 1 through 100.
Jesus.
You're muted right now, aren't you? Shit.
Getting there. Give me a second. My Discord's on my other screen, so
What?
I'm guessing you can't.
No,
hear
not
me.
you, Galaxy.
Yes, I was Galaxy.
I was confused. I didn't know anyone else was muted. I'm like,
Okay,
Hello?
Hi, now we can hear you.
Yeah, I was talking. No one could hear me. And yes, I unmuted and was talking. I had Discord on my other screen. I was trying to get my mouse over to it. That's why it took me so long. Anyways, 66, cause you know.
Why not? All right, you don't run into anybody on the way there, and you guys are now at the cafeteria. And we're gonna hold off on the rest of the interaction. I rolled a 20. I rolled a 26. It had to beat or meet a 66. All right. So we will now move down to Jin, who is currently in the cafeteria with Shion, enjoying some cookies. Not the cafeteria, in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You both would notice that like because you guys are currently, I'm shoving you somewhere specific in the fucking kitchen so I can fuck around with this.
Oh my god. Fair enough.
For continuity reasons.
Fair.
Do. Essentially, I can see you guys just chilling at the back counter in the kitchen, where it's like there's a wall and then there's a counter, and it's just like so you guys can do like prepping and stuff in the morning. If you've ever been in an industrial kitchen, they usually have like this big ass shelf for no reason. It's for like prep in the morning mostly. But that's where I see you guys just chilling, eating cookies, kind of staring at the wall, talking to each other, being just a tad gay. But as you guys are continuing your conversation, you would hear like cooking in the background.
Okay.
Any reaction?
I would like to see who is cooking.
It's not like they're trying to hide it. It would it would be Adrian, actually, the person who just made the announcement. He which you both heard as well.
Yes. I was just asking because I didn't know which one was cooking, because it could have been the crazy one.
I mean, like, the crazy one could show up out of the fucking walls. Who knows? Experience.
Let him go.
But it almost seemed like they genuinely did come out of nowhere. They like because last you remembered it was just you and Shion.
You know what? I'm going to look at him and say, where did you come from? When did you come in here?
To Adrian, or the twitchy one?
Age both of them. Both.
Adrian kind of like turns around. He has like 2 bowls in his hand, like he's just about to get stuff prepared to make food. And he squints at you and Shion. And he's roll me a perception check real quick, just because I think it would be really funny. But you need to earn this.
Okay, so I got another 19 with my luck today.
He is wearing a very like frilly pink lacy apron on top of his clothing, and he just looks at you two, and he looks very annoyed. Get out. Go to the cafeteria. I just made an announcement to go to the cafeteria. Get out.
We're right next to the cafeteria. I've been here the whole time.
Yeah.
Did you not notice we're here?
I thought that you would just continue to mind your business. You two looked like you were having a grand old time together.
Alister's gonna pop up behind them and just... What you up to? You're not in the cafeteria.
I mean, I know we're not in the cafeteria, but we're in the kitchen.
And I heard my brother tell you to get out, so you might want to listen.
Fair. Also, nice apron.
Shut up and get out.
I handmade it myself, and he pushes them out.
Fair.
She was just about to say something and just gets shoved out, and she's like, ah! Little feral noise that I just made. Jesus.
Amazing. I love it.
As you both are shoved out, you would see Sky and Rudy enter the cafeteria, and you guys just make direct eye contact from across the room, and we're gonna leave it at that. I'm trying to actually get you guys all into the cafeteria before 9 o'clock.
Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact.
Alright. Did the prolonged eye contact? Yes. Okay. So, Galaxy, I'm gonna do Valeri first, because then Jayden, Toby, and Deku can all go on Deku's initiative, and technically yours, because, you know, Jayden would just be second to you, and Deku's next anyways.
Okay.
Excuse me? How dare you turn off? No. Anyways,
Yes.
so we will cut to Felix, Ayaka, and Valeri sitting in the study room. Probably, like, last they were, looking at, like, I was just gonna say books. I was trying to remember the very specific book. I remember that there was a romance novel given, and then they started talking about stars.
Okay. I called it The Tale of Two Cities. It
It
wasn't
is-
what it was, but I kept saying it. So, it's The Tale of Two
We just
Cities.
moved it in. But essentially, you guys hear the announcement, and Felix kind of like glances up from his book and looks at you and Ayaka, and then back at his book, and it's just like, do we need to go get food?
No, but knowing those two twins popping up out of nowhere, they're probably going to want us there. And she just kind of gets up and sighs. This is so annoying. Why do they have to be annoying?
Ayaka kind of looks up as she gets up, and it's just like, well, I mean, what else can you expect from somebody who has us here against our will? It's better than being extremely malicious. And then Felix, on the other hand, is just like, it would be better if we just weren't here in general. But yeah, sure, look at it that way.
Optimistic and pessimistic. And she's just gonna start walking.
The two will follow, almost like ducks.
I want
And-
to I want to say she's doing like a sassy hip walk too, one foot in front of the other, like all. But she has like such a stoic look on her face that it doesn't fit.
It's like a model walk, but like the face doesn't match the walk. Love that.
But she's gonna lead them to the. She's gonna take out her little notepad and look at the map and then go to the cafeteria.
Alright. Just because of the fact that you are on your way there and you're already in the dorms. Jin, give me a number 1 through 100.
54.
54. Okay. This is the reasonable thing to beat. Okay. Awesome. Okay. I am going through like 4 different things very slowly. As you begin towards the
Son of a bitch.
right, like leaving the study room and heading to the cafeteria, which isn't a long walk. You just have to walk around to the actual entrance. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. And as you're on your way there, you see someone. And I'm double checking my map. So many tabs open.
I have Trix minis I am chewing on while drinking.
So on your way out of the study room and towards the door for the cafeteria, you would notice someone like leaving one of the restrooms, and it's just Lucy. Just like awkwardly makes eye contact with you as he's like wiping his hands off on his pants.
Even
And he's just like,
good, odd, bad.
huh?
I said even good, odd, bad.
Alright.
Keyboard, don't fail me now. That's a 17. She's just going to like glance in his direction, roll her eyes, and keep walking.
He just kind of looks at like the group that you have, notices your reaction, and he kind of like huffs and rolls his eyes. But the thing is, both of you are going to the same fucking place, so he ends up joining your group anyway. But it seems like it's more out of like, we're going the same way. This is annoying now.
This is annoying now.
This is a little awkward and annoying now. Both of us don't want to be here, but we're both going the same way, so now we're stuck walking together.
Is he like behind her in the row of ducks, or is he going to be walking by her?
He would walk like about 5 feet away, but like in time with her, because he's not a follower. Fuck that noise. He's walking his own path. Just happens to be in line with yours.
You could have waited to walk. Anyways.
Does she actually say that to him? Or...
You could have waited to walk.
He looks at her like, are you fucking serious? And kind of like raises an eyebrow. You don't own the hallway. What type of fucking response is that?
better than your response.
We're going to the same fucking place. What the hell do you mean?
Don't raise your voice at me. You getting a little mad because I'm a sassy.
I'm just annoyed with the fact that you think you're better than me.
Never came out of my mouth. If you think I'm better than you, that's your own insecurities.
You're acting like you're better than me.
I'm acting like how I always act. Ask these two.
Felix is just like, yes, the argument, the violence, the verbal violence towards each other. Keep going. And Ayaka looks like she's been like trying to say something for like 2 seconds, and then when you finally gesture back, she's just like, you guys really shouldn't be fighting. We are going the same way. I don't see why you didn't say hello when you came out of the bathroom and made eye contact with us like that. There's 3 of us, 1 of you. You should have said hello.
Hang on, I need a roll for this.
This is the most interesting interaction ever.
She's gonna kind of like freeze for a second, look over her shoulder, and just, damn, that sass. Continue walking. I rubbed off on her already.
And Ayaka's just like, it's about the oh my gosh, it's about the societal greeting. Like, just awkwardly joining us and not saying hello is, as I said, awkward. He should have just said hi. And Lucy looks back at her and is just like, just shut up, stop talking.
Who the hell
I
said
can do
you
what
can
I
tell her
want.
to shut up? You're the one that joined us. Don't tell her to shut up. I tell her to shut up.
As Lucy goes to say something else, Felix kind of like finally wedges his way in between you two and like stands between you two, and it's just like, can we save the arguing for when we get into the dining room? This is enjoyable, and I'd much rather be sitting and watching it and eating popcorn or something.
They're... He's gonna just... She's just gonna, like, give a soft huff and walk away. Or continue on to the thing, but anyways.
Felix is going to look at Lucy with this little shit-eating grin, like, haha, I saved your ass from more arguments until later, loser, and walks off. And Ayaka kind of shrugs and walks past Lucy, and he's just like, what? I did not need a 12-year-old defending my honor.
She's gonna open the door to the cafeteria and hold it and, like, look over at him and just, yeah, but he's smarter than you, so.
He looks so offended. Like, let's see, does he choose violence? No. He kind of huffs, and with that, he will, like, as soon as Felix and Ayaka walk in, because he managed to fall back a little bit, he kind of huffs and stomps in, you know, like, just annoyed with the situation, and he's going to go sit down at a table by himself. But Ayaka and Felix are now patiently waiting for Valeri to choose a table, because she's just been leading them this whole time, and they are NPCs.
Well, I'll just leave it with them standing near Sky and Rudy.
They're all just like, oh, wait, there's more people in here.
Well, I might want to run over Sky at one point. Who knows?
bump straight into her. All right, and then we will move on to Deku, Deku and Jayden, Deku, and Toby.
Toby.
I have the both NPC sheets open. This isn't helpful. I need my maps.
Map.
But you guys hear the announcement for dinner. Okay. And since Jayden's at the top, how would he like to react first?
I'm gonna say he just finished up the coffee. And like looks up towards where the speaker would be coming from. Just okay. I didn't expect dinner. I don't know why I didn't. Huh. And he's gonna look towards Alice and just, you ready to go?
Alice?
Good talk.
I'm sorry. More drama is happening. What happened?
Jayden asked if Alice was ready to go.
She's going to giggle a little at his comment of like, why didn't I expect dinner? It's like, I don't know. You probably should have. But yeah, I'm cleaned up, so we can go. I wouldn't want to be late, and I definitely don't want to get in trouble.
That's for sure. Hey, little poetry bird over there, you ready to go?
He looks up from what looks like he just finished his coffee, and he like holds out a finger and like swallows what was in his mouth, and then looks back at you and it's just like, yes, I'm ready to go. That was delicious, by the way. Hopefully dinner can compete. Hopefully dinner can compete. And he will join you both.
He's going to lead them out of the cafe part into the cafeteria. Holding the door for them like a gentleman.
Toby has learned his lesson from the last time, and will allow Alice to go first.
Alice leaves.
And then Toby will, because he knows Jayden won't let him get the door.
And he follows out behind them.
Nice.
And you guys just cut through the cafeteria to get here, so it's like you guys literally just like open the door and oh look, there's a bunch of people already in here. So that was pretty fast. That was a whole 3-minute interaction, guys. Congrats. That's gonna be the fastest interaction we will ever have.
Woo.
Rose needs to get there.
Rose does still need to get there, and he was with Yuki in the warehouse. Alright, Rose. Okay. Give me just 1 second. Again, I'm like manning 7 different things. There we go. Alright. Would someone like to read his responses so I'm not talking to myself?
Sure.
Thank you. You're still having technical difficulties. Okay, cool. Freakage. Alright, so would you like to continue? Or would you like for it to just like you guys get there? because you can still get interaction points, but I just feel bad making you interact when you cannot verbally say
Yeah.
words. And half of the group's fucking dyslexic. We can just go there. Okay. Alright. So, I don't know if Yuki has mentioned Terrence, or if I just gave this fun fact at some point. But she kind of talks to you about her grandfather and how she got into becoming a butcher because he started to get old and wasn't able to like man his craft, and that he made her the butcher knife, and that's why she's still looking for Terrence, the butcher knife. Alright, but then you get there. Huzzah! And, slowly after you guys get there, some of the NPCs kind of start to, wander in. Who would be the last one there? Just because I'm personally curious. That is not gonna help me. I am in the wrong chat. I love having like 7 different things. I can see it being Chiyo. She would walk in, she kind of looks tired, messing with her hair. But there are... Sorry, I'm doing math now. Each table can only hold about 8 people. Who's sitting where? I'm gonna draw a map real quick. That's a... There's 24. So, there's 3 tables of 8. Because there's 24 students exactly.
Valeri would take her little party over to a table in one of the corners. Probably closest to the door.
Okay. Okay. So would Valeri sit at the head of the table? Which essentially would be on one of the short sides. So she would sit by herself?
Most likely.
Okay. So that's where she is. Alright. Lucy went and sat on the opposite end of them because, yeah, he's a little... He has a temper tantrum.
Oh, I thought you meant on the opposite side of the table of her, and I was literally like, she's just gonna stare at him.
That would be so fucking funny. Oh my god.
Just fucking stares him down. Why the hell you sitting here?
Alright. Anyways, this is what I got so far. I apologize for the quality of this map for the dining room. I tried to get it to look like the picture to a degree.
Cool.
Feel free to chart out where you're sitting. Originally, I started to draw X's, as you can see. Struggles. Mad struggles.
Jayden would ask Alice where she wanted to sit.
I don't know. Anywhere's fine, but maybe not with a lot of people. I don't want to bother anyone necessarily.
I don't really think we have a choice here on that one, sweetheart.
Then, I don't know. We can just go wherever you'd like to go.
Guess he goes to the table right in front of the cafe, so the middle one.
Is he sitting at the head of the table? How are they sitting? It can go 3 on either side and then 1 at each head of the table.
He'd probably sit on one of the sides, so it could be between them. Or
Okay.
beside them, depending how they want to sit. Sorry, Sky, I saw you unmute. You can do your...
Yes.
I was gonna ask, where's Harper sitting?
Harper?
Go vote.
Harper and Ashton would probably be sitting together. Would it be okay? Galaxy, would it be okay with you if I put them at the same table as Lucy?
Yeah.
Awesome. I feel like Ashton would take the other head of the table over there, and then Harper is going to sit closest to the kitchen. Next to Ashton.
Then Sky is going to walk over to sit opposite them, if that's possible, with Rudy.
Of course. So they're... Alright. This is my fault for not knowing anyone's fucking last names. Alright. There. And then... There we go.
I wanted to ask, where would Lola be sitting?
Alright. Where would Lola be? Is it okay if I just create your placement for Jayden, Alice, and Toby? Okay, cool.
Clearly none of them specifically care, so yeah.
Alright.
I think honestly, I think Lola would probably sit across from Valeri on the other head.
Alright. So, that's where Lola is. So, where is Aki and Shion going? Because Shion's probably going to follow you. He doesn't have any other friends.
True. I'm gonna go sit closest to the closest near her, towards the bottom, next to Lola.
So on the door, like near the door side. Okay.
Is that what the X is?
Yes, the X is the door.
Sorry.
No, thank you for the question. I needed to answer that.
But yeah, so yeah, that's where.
Princess, you're not muted.
I have no spine.
Shion is going to be sitting in between Ayaka and Aki. Yeah. There we go. All right. Did I get all of the player characters then? Yes, there's Sky, Alice, Jayden, Valeri,
Gross.
Jefferson, where are you sitting? Here, let me give you an updated sheet with now where everyone else is.
Yes.
All of these. If you don't know their initials, I'm so fucking sorry. There we go. There. It's.
I
also can't
forgot
see
that
the-
his initials would be JP.
It's okay. Rudy's last name is Prince, and when I was looking at Jayden, I'm like, do they have the same last name? Yours is Price.
Price and Prince, yeah.
That is so close. I was like, oh my fucking god. But where would you like to? Where are you sitting, my friend?
He's typing. Opposite
The opposite side of
X.
Okay.
So by Felix.
So you're sitting next to Felix. So Jefferson Thomas, and then Yuki's gonna sit with you because she was gonna sit next to Lola anyway. Cool. First filled table. Huzzah! It has 3-player characters. Now I get to fill out the rest of the tables. Thank you. Give me just 1 second.
Just put my NPCs anywhere. Oh, I think there's only one left. Just put Octavia anywhere.
Just put Octavia anywhere?
Just put her anywhere.
She's gonna sit next to Harper and, oh my gosh, who was the other and Chio. I'm gonna put Chio over there too. Octavia, it's a B. And
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Noya's also going to be sitting next to Rudy because I think that it's really funny to put the two models at the same table. Okay, so from there, I get to choose who's sitting at this table with these three. Who do I have left? So there's him, Nav. Oh, hi, Karoma. And where? Okay, so I think I got everyone. There's one open seat, if I am correct. I'm trying really fucking hard not to miss anybody here.
I'm just gonna say it's an NPC, so.
Yeah, it's an empty seat. But, there we go. This probably doesn't look like it makes any fucking sense. But you have some time to socialize with your table. So, Sky, we're gonna go back up to the top with initiative, and you are sitting next to Rudy. Noya is next to Rudy on the other side, and then it's Lucy, Chio, Octavia, Harper, and then Ashton.
Now I need to put these. I feel like Ashton isn't important.
Huh?
I feel like Ashton is important, but I don't remember why. Yeah, there he is. He's the
Ultimate pop
Fake
star.
fake pop star. Um, I'm gonna talk to him because he's nice.
Harper?
No, Ashton.
Ashton. Alright. Well then, co-DM, you are now on the table.
Oh no, not like this. Alright.
Yes. Do it. Where the fuck is my mic? There it is. So because they're technically kind of sitting next to each other, because he's at the head of the table, she's gonna turn to the left and um say, "Your clothes are very stylish. Who is your agent?"
Oh, thank you. I'm actually my own agent, believe it or not. I fired my other agent as soon as I could. They weren't doing any good for me. They were just looking out for themselves.
Ah, I understand completely. Very bold move. I respect it. And you are another model, or
My name is Ashton Grant. I'm the ultimate pop star. And he gives a smile as he extends his hand.
she's going to take his hand and shake it gently, before saying, "Ah, a pop star. Unfortunately, I do not follow music very often unless it's just classical." And she has no idea who he is.
He's going to kiss the back of her knuckles before he lets her hand go and just gives another smile and that's alright. It seems not a lot of people know who I am here. But I do have some fans and he looks towards Harper. Like this lovely lady here.
She kind of blushes a little bit and gives a little wave to Sky. She's like, "Hello, I'm Harper."
Um, Sky is going to blush a little as he kisses her hand and says, "Ah, well, you have been raised to be a gentleman. Very good." And she's going to turn her attention to Harper and say, "Ah, yes, I remember. The one I met in the infirmary. We woke up together."
Yes. Yes, that is me. I am. Yes, hi. She gives a little awkward giggle, and she's like, "It's nice to see you again. It looks like you've made a friend." And looks to Rudy, who then also gives a little wave, but he looks a little more awkward because Noya is talking his ear off.
Ah, she nods and smiles, looking at Rudy, and then turns back to the other two. "Ah, yes, this is Rudy. We've been hanging out this afternoon. He is also French, so we have been having some pleasant conversation."
He like gives a little wave again, and Noya seems to notice and like lets him talk to you guys for just a moment, and he's just like, yes, hello, I'm Rudy Prince, the ultimate food critic. It's very nice to meet you all. And yes, I've been enjoying my time spending that I've been spending with Sky. I've learned that I have a knack for a camera. And then
Oh,
Noya pops in with, "Oh, you're good with the camera? Maybe you can do my pictures too," and immediately pulls the attention back to.
very good.
Ashton's gonna give kind of a chuckle as he watches the interactions and then smiles again. Just, I'm not very good with the camera myself, but the camera does love me sometimes.
Oh, as it does me. He's taken some wonderful pictures, and she's going to take out her little. I forget what you called it.
Monopad!
The
Monopad!
monopad. It sounds like an. It sounds like an STD. She takes out the monopad.
I thought of a period pad, but okay.
Similar, yeah, yes. Um, she's gonna take it out and show them both the pictures that Rudy took of her.
Wow, these really are good.
Harper like nods her head in agreement as she's like leaning over on Ashton's side to also see the picture as he's looking at it.
Mhm.
He's going to snake his arm around her waist and pull her a little closer so she's easier to see.
Nice.
Her face gets a little bit more red. It's almost starting to like. If you wouldn't know any better, it could probably get to the color of her eyes, which is like a bright red, magenta, the pink color. I forgot how I described it and stopped doing a good job midway through because I've already described her eye color before. Oops. And she kind of is just like, oh, thank you, that helps, thanks.
Of course, darling. He's gonna hand the pad back.
Mhm. Sky's gonna look to both of them and say, and look towards Harper and say, so you know he is Ashton here is the pop star. You follow his music?
Oh, yes, of course. I'm the ultimate vocalist. I try to follow as many different types of music as possible so that I can actually touch on the different types of notes people perform when in different types of styles and everything. And Ashton has a very interesting sound for me. I'm from Iceland, and it is very different from most of the music that we make. It's very interesting and very fun to learn about. I really hope that I get to actually. We should be working on something together while we're here, maybe. And she starts to get like really excited and like lean into herself and like kind of do little excited little wiggles as she's talking.
Ah. Go on, Galaxy.
He pulled his hand back after he handed back the tablet, and kind of gives a little chuckle and just, yeah, we're gonna do a show together eventually, hopefully. We worked out a little details while we were enjoying our afternoon.
Her as he says that, her face kind of gets red and she nods a bit.
Sky's gonna look to the two of them and just say, and other than following his work, do you two know each other from before? You two are very close.
Sadly, I did not know him before this. I didn't know anybody here before this, actually.
Me neither, and there's some little people here that know about me. It's kind of sad, really.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly like this is Korea, where you're big and everything. This is international waters. It's a little bit different.
I know. It's still a bit sad, you know.
She nods in agreement.
He's gonna sigh and say something in Korean under his breath.
I don't know Korean.
The Korean that's on the opposite side of the fucking hallway. I hear you!
Hello.
I hear you!
Hello.
Hello? Hello? You're not near me. Go away.
Hello, I heard Korean.
Anyways.
Sky's just gonna nod and say, well, it is probably good to make close friends here. I cannot wait to see your two performance.
She kind of does the little flappy hands a little, like, and she's just like, oh, thank you. I can't wait to put something on for everyone. Hopefully we'll be able to do that soon.
I want him to do kind of like a vocal check thing with it, you know how singers do.
I love it.
And then kind of give a smile towards Sky and just, I know you're a model, right? That's why you were asking if I was a model too. You don't dance, perhaps, do you?
I do a little dancing, yes. I had to do one in some of my modeling shows. I do a little, but not professionally trained.
We could always use a dancer to help captivate the audience.
Well, I'd be more than happy to help, as well as giving my expertise in your outfits that you wear.
That would be very much appreciated.
Oh, we can do costumes and everything. Yes, I would love that.
Yes, as you say, costume. She's gonna kind of cringe at the word costume because she doesn't like the word. Um,
That's fair.
but she's going to nod and start looking at the two of them. I will have to listen to the music to get a general idea of what the outfit should be like. How do you say flamboyant it should be.
She kind of looks to Ashton because she's working with him. She's used to like her agent or somebody else kind of leading the way for projects and everything. She's never really gotten to have her own say. So she doesn't really have an opinion on how flamboyant everything will be. And she kind of glances to Ashton, and she's trying to like keep his music in mind, but she doesn't want to speak for him.
I can give you a show later on if you'd like. Little, maybe one-on-one? With three? Kind of looks over towards Harper out of the corner of his eye.
Her face has become so red.
Sky is going to be completely
not...
oblivious to the social cue. She's going to just say, "Oh yes, that would be very good. The earlier that I can hear the music, the earlier I can start designing the outfit, of course."
Of course. I would do a performance now, but I don't know if they'd be okay with that.
Well, maybe we focus on dinner now, and then later we can do that once you are fueled for your performance.
That sounds wonderful.
Also, I didn't realize that I just made an innuendo there, but she didn't. Sky does not realize she made an innuendo there. If that's how he takes it.
I loved this conversation. I feel like that's a good stopping point for the time being. Hi, Rose. I see that.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
There we go.
I hear a fan, but I hear you too.
You hear a phone as well.
My bad. I'm using my crappy headset because the other one won't wanna work for some reason. So you're gonna have to deal with my fan.
That's fine. Just make sure you mute yourself or go.
I think I'm turning it off.
Go away from your headset or something when you're not talking. So.
Is it better?
All right.
Better?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Now we move from one Korean to another. I will never be able to make this joke again in this campaign.
No, you will not.
Well, maybe. It just depends.
It depends.
It depends on.
Oh. He's gonna look around the table and see that there's a whole lot of people that he hasn't met yet, and he starts thinking, maybe I should ask them all, but he's just going to focus on Lola for a little bit and say, hi, what's your name?
Hello, I'm Lola, I'm the ultimate spirit guide.
Oh, that's really cool. I'm Aki. I'm the ultimate confectioner.
You bake things. I see.
Yes, I do. I still have some cookies from earlier, but would you like one?
She's gonna like touch her hand to her head over one of her eyes. She looks like she has a headache or something. She just kind of waves her other hand. I'm good for now. Thank you, though. I'm sorry. Maybe another time?
Yeah, sure, alright, but, may I just ask one more, well, two more things. Do you have any allergies, and what is your favorite, dessert?
You and your desserts.
Hmm?
I said you and your
You and your
desserts.
dessert.
Listen, I was going to ask the whole table, but I decided, okay, we'll focus on Lola for a second.
Even or odd, Jin?
Odd.
Okay. It was even, so... Oh, I don't have any allergies that I'm aware of. I haven't, like, tried everything in the world, though, you know. But dessert-wise, I haven't had anything that I've been allergic to.
Alright.
But, I like cream puffs.
Hey, you and Chia both like cream puffs!
I love this, because now I can just make a lot of cream puffs.
But,
He's going to smile and say, thank you. I won't bother you anymore if you have a headache because when you were you had your head hand on your head and it's like it hurts, so I won't bother you.
oh, no, that's alright. She, like, lowers her hand, and puts both of her hands in her lap. She is sitting up, like, straight and proper and everything. And she's just, I have a slight headache. It started a little bit after we got here. I am more connected to the spiritual world than others, and just there's a lot of depression around here.
Oh, I see. That sucks. I hope your head feels better.
Thank you. It should eventually.
That's good to hear.
Um,
Anyways, he's going to look over around the table and ask a little bit louder. May I ask everybody a question here?
Shion looks ready to answer your question, and I don't. You would have felt like eyes on you from the moment you started your conversation with Lola, and when you look up, you see Yuki's like staring at you, and she gives a little smile, and yes, I'd be happy to answer a question. Yes, what may it be?
Well, I just want to know if any of you have allergies and what your favorite desserts are for a later date because I'm the ultimate confectioner, if you didn't hear, and I really like to bake. Specifically for people, and it's a lot of fun.
Okay. Jefferson, you're also at this table.
Yes. So is Valeri.
Jefferson's just gonna be like, I don't really have any
Hi, puppy.
allergies, but
You scared me.
huh?
Oh, my puppy jumped up here and scared me.
Oh. And Jefferson's just gonna be like, on the wise of my favorite dessert and sweet thing, he's just gonna look down and be like, the soft store bought cookies that you buy at Walmart.
Walmart cookies.
Walmart.
May I ask you if you have anything that I could possibly make, or would you like me to try and recreate those?
You could try.
Sure. Okay.
He sounds so concerned.
Listen, I need a challenge. I'm an ultimate confectioner, and I need this challenge.
Out of a brain name, Valeri. Valeri kind of rolls her eyes and she kind of leans towards Felix a little more, and just goes, "Sounds like he's trying to get information of how to poison people."
I know, right? Also, who the fuck likes desserts?
Well, I mean, desserts aren't bad. I'm just saying, like.
How close are they to me?
Hang on.
She's sitting next to you.
She kind of like pauses a moment and just, Felix, have you never had a dessert?
Does blueberry oatmeal count?
No, it don't.
No.
No.
We're gonna have to make you something. And she just kind of like pats his shoulder and looks away. Looks towards Aki and just, you really shouldn't pry people for information like that just to poison them.
I don't really know what you mean. That wasn't my intention. But if you want any cookies, I made some for Shion earlier. We were snacking on them when we got kicked out by the twins.
Shion has another cookie in his mouth, and he's just like, "Oh shit, I should probably stop eating these." And he kind of like puts the rest of the cookies that are left on the table, and he puts his hands up with the cookie still in his mouth.
I love him.
She just looks at Shion. Alright, well, if he ends up dead, we know who did it.
Jefferson's just gonna be like, just to prove that they're not poisonous, just grabs one and eats one.
Oh, by the way, these chocolate chip cookies were made with white chocolate, because those were the ones that Karoma pulled out.
Yes. Hey,
yeah, Jefferson has no food allergies, so he's good. He's good.
So Yuki kind of finally leans in, hearing everybody else's response, and she's like, I don't have any allergies, and I really like sakura mochi, but that's normally very occasional. But for regular everyday treats, mochi, I really like mochi.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that information. It's good to note down. Thank you.
And then finally, because everybody else has gotten a turn now, Ayaka kind of looks over at Valeri and like leans in a bit. It's just like, he's just trying to make sure that he doesn't poison you. Chill. It's okay. And plus, if you die by allergies, we would know who did it. That's not really smart. Okay, fair enough. Valeri can't respond right now, so she's gonna go ahead and just turn her attention back over to Aki. And shit, what do I want her favorite dessert to be? Yeah, we are gonna go with. Yeah. She smiles a bit, and she's just like, I don't know if anybody else really actually introduce themselves at the same time. My name is Ayaka Stone. I'm the ultimate astronomer, and my favorite dessert would have to be taiyaki. I don't have any allergies.
Thank you for telling me that. So what I've heard is pretty much none of you really have any allergies.
Felix, I don't know if Felix has actually openly answered your question.
Actually, he hasn't. And he's gonna look around and realize that he hasn't spoken up, and he's gonna be like, what about you? Do you have any allergies? And do you have a favorite dessert by chance?
He looks at you and like glances back to Valeri and thinks about the conversation they just had and looks a little annoyed and is just like she said, you're just prying for information.
I mean, I'm not trying to kill anybody, and I need no allergies if I make anything, and if there's allergies, I don't really want to kill anybody. I'm generally just trying to get better at baking.
Aren't you supposed to be the ultimate confectioner? You're already supposed to be the best.
I I am very good at it, but I also want to test my limit on how well I can bake things.
Okay. He kind of like looks at you for a moment. His eyes just kind of like, is he just like, it looks like he's judging you, trying to figure out whether or not this is actually like a worthy goal to support. And he pauses for a second. He's just like, I don't have a favorite. I haven't had any desserts before.
Well, he technically he did just get a dessert, a cookie from
You
Galaxy.
did not pick up a cookie.
No, Galaxy broke it in half and gave it to him.
Oh, did he? Fuck.
Look in chat.
No! My keeps closing. I'm sorry. Okay. But yes. I guess he looks at the cookie and he's like, fine. Cause Valeri gave it to him. Of course he'll take it. And he like takes a bite of it, and you already rolled a performance check for these cookies, so that's set at. And his eyes kind of light up, and he like looks. He's like staring at this cookie as he's chewing on it, like the little piece that's left in his hands, and he like his eyes look a little watery. This is so good.
Am I able to hear that?
Roll a perception check, or would it be investigation?
Right.
Because I don't have perception.
Yeah, investigation check. Let's see. I got over 20 with my add-on, I think. Did I have an add-on for it?
Oh, insight's better. You're right.
Oh yeah, insight. Yeah, that's definitely over 20.
Now you have a +3 to your insight.
Yes, it's over 20.
All right. Yes, you would be able to.
What'd you say? You cut out a little.
Yes, you would be able to hear him say that.
He's gonna smile and say, yeah, I did that while also making a cake earlier for that tall guy all the way over there, as he points all the way over to Kuroma.
Which for you is like a diagonal line. For Felix, it's also like, because he's sitting at the head of the middle table, closest to the cafe, because no one knows anyone's initials.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say he's the one with the white hair, just to clarify a little bit more. He really like, that is all I can say. I watched him destroy the cake I made for him earlier, and I found it was kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie, funny and cute.
So Kurama thinks that you're pointing to him and gives a little wave, and then Galaxy has put Valeri looked at the cookie.
I can say it now. I'm
okay.
I can unmute. Valeri looked at the cookie piece a bit surprised and blinked. She seemed impressed actually before taking another bite.
That's the only reason. So if anybody would like anything other than the favorite dessert they have given me, I would just like you to give me a suggestion on what you would like, because I generally like bake for other people. I've done it in the past for a lot of people that became friends with, but the only friends I really have here so far are Karuma and Shion.
Shion gives another little wave as he has finished his cookie. Hi,
You keep
I'm
asking
Shion.
everyone about their favorite dessert, but you haven't said what yours is. You don't mind telling us?
Yeah, sure. Personally, I really like velvet chocolate chip cookies. They're really good in my opinion.
I don't think I've ever had that. That sounds pretty good. I don't.
By the way, your last response was strawberry red velvet cake. I know
Wait,
because I was listening to it the other fucking night.
oh, yeah, it was. I forgot what it was, and I'm just like, you know what? We'll change it a bit, but you know what? We'll make it both an option, and he's gonna say that as well.
I was going to clarify. Did you mean red velvet? Because just saying velvet means you're
Yeah,
eating fucking
red
fabric.
Yeah, red velvet. Sorry.
Fabric with
Keep
chocolate chip
forgetting my
cookies on it.
words. When I said velvet, I'm just like, wait a minute, I forgot the red, but I'm not gonna correct myself.
I
Can't go
didn't know
back.
you were a silkworm eating fabric.
But let me rephrase everything I said.
Oh my god.
It would it'll be fast. It would either have to be red velvet chocolate chip cookies or a strawberry velvet cake.
Mm-hmm. Yum.
I see. That's very different than most things. Um, Good to know. Maybe I'll try my hand at baking sometime. That's not gonna work. Ow.
What'd you say, Galaxy?
I didn't think that was gonna pick up. Uh, so that's out there, and then she giggled and said, "Maybe I'll try my hand at baking." And then she put I did the same motion, but she put her hand over her eyes and like lowers her head and just, that's not gonna work. And then says ow because of her head.
Oh. Yuki will lean over, but it's just like, do you need anything? Also, goodbye, Rose. It's alright. I'm glad that you got some interaction. You will get updated friendship points for just sitting at this table.
But Lola shakes her head a little bit and just, thank you, Yuki. I don't know if there's anything that can help. It's a spiritual thing.
So nothing like a migraine medicine would help?
No, I'm trying to keep the depression in this place from making me depressed, and it's what's causing my headache because I'm cutting off my connection technically to the spirit world.
Okay. Awkwardly offers a hug.
She awkwardly returns to hug.
It's an awkward sibling hug. Pat, pat. That's just what I imagine for what just happened there. But if you both are all right with this, I'm going to move on.
Yeah, we're good now. I finished what I wanted to do, though I didn't get Valerie's favorite thing, but that's understandable. She doesn't really trust, so that's fine.
Yeah, no, she thinks you're trying to kill people.
Fair.
Felix didn't end up saying a favorite, but he did seem surprised by the cookies. He seemed very happy with them.
Yeah, and I'm happy. I'm
You're
glad.
like, I had a better interaction with the 12-year-old this time. Yeah!
I love the fact that he liked the cookies. I'm just sitting here just like, my performance check came to a perfection.
Alright. But we will now move on from you and the cookies to Alice, Jayden, Toby, that lovely little table.
Table and people and things.
Yes, so it's technically Jayden's turn. Would feel free to converse with whoever you'd like. The people at your table, just in case you also don't know initials, I don't blame you. So starting with Jayden, we're gonna go to Alice, then Toby, and then Fleur, and then empty space, Nav, Pim, and Karoma, who is sitting next to Jayden.
Yeah. Jayden's gonna kind of like look around and just. Well, it's better than sitting in silence, I guess. Hello, everyone. I am Jayden Price. I am the ultimate pet owner. And it is lovely to be in this school with you guys. Even if it's not the best situation. And who might you be? And he looks towards Karoma.
Alright, guys. Let's see if Jayden can get a conversation. Even or odd, Galaxy.
My dice chose odd. So odd.
A dice roll for a dice roll. Alright, Karoma kind of looks at him, and, it looks like he looks like he's about to introduce himself, and then he kind of, like, bites his tongue, and looks back down, and shakes his head, like it would be a bad idea to tell him, who he is, and everything like that. For now, Aki's accursed in his, Aki's cursed to possibly be doomed due to talking to Karoma, so Karoma's comfortable talking to him.
I am fine with this.
Dead.
That's under characters, hang on. Oh boy. That's not a thing. Alright. If you don't want to talk, that's fine. We'll just go down the list and come back to you. How's that? Any emotions across the table towards, Pim?
Yes, Pim.
Pim,
Pim gives a much more welcoming smile, and, chuckles softly. It's just like, stage fright gets the best of us, my friend. Hopefully you'll have a little bit more confidence when it comes back to you. My name's Pim Holden. I am the ultimate cremation specialist. And this is my significant other, Nav, who is the ultimate embalmer. And she gives a little wave, and they look very tired, but they're very much here. And gives, hello. It's nice to meet you.
He gives a nod to Pim and then Nav and just smiles. Nice to meet you as well. Also, very interesting ultimates. You probably been around a lot and know a lot of medical terms. If anything were to happen, I'll be looking to one of you two for some medical advice, it seems.
So Pim kind of chuckles a little bit and looks a little bashful, and it's just like, oh yeah, with my part of the job, it's not too much about medical terms and everything. I just make sure that that everything doesn't go wrong with the retort. The real star of the show is Nav. She knows everything. And her face kind of gains a little bit of color, and she looks away a little bashfully and nods a little bit, and she's like, yes, because I actually work more on hands-on with the body. I do need to know a little bit more. Hopefully we won't have any accidents here where it becomes fatal and I will need to use my knowledge.
I do hope that doesn't come to terms, but you did hear about the thing earlier, so... Still, it's good to know we have people that are knowledgeable, because my specialty lies in pets. And then he's going to look over at the other one. I don't know who FM was.
Fleur Mackenzie! By the way, I think the reason I like her name so much, I didn't think about this until now, but it's from a Futurama episode from the first...
Yep.
Fleur Mackenzie!
Yeah, the party worm, yeah. For the Willy Wonka one. But
I didn't even realize I did that!
But he's gonna look towards her next and just... And you, my darling?
She kind of like looks up from it looked like she took something off of her like suit that she is wearing and she's fiddling with it, and she looks up a little surprised, and she's just like, oh, yes, my name is Fleur Mackenzie. I'm the ultimate prop artist, if that isn't... Like, as she's speaking, she's gesturing to the outfit she's wearing, if that isn't obvious. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Someone that's good with props. Interesting. I've never been a stage man myself. Clearly, again, pets. But I do enjoy watching documentaries and stuff of how things are made, so that's interesting. We should have a conversation sometimes.
Absolutely. Maybe I can show you some some of my more interesting pieces if they have any here. Haven't gotten to really look around too much.
I would actually like that. Maybe we could all meet up at the cafe that Alice here runs now. And he's gonna motion over Alice.
Toby kind of pops in real quick, and it's just like, she makes some of the best coffee you'll ever
have. Alice is gonna kind of perk up from fiddling with her hands in her lap as she hears her name, and just in time to hear Toby's compliment. And her cheeks are going to flush a light shade of pink as she looks around at the table and is like, I don't know if they're that good, but I am the ultimate barista, so I try. All of you are free to hop by anytime. I'm happy to make whatever you ask for.
Pim and Nav both, like, Pim, they look at each other for a moment. It seems like they know each other well enough because they've grown up with each other, where, like, twin speak. They have that, but it's not twin speak. Before Pim looks over, it's just like, we would love to have a coffee date in your cafe at some point. So we'll have to visit you soon.
That sounds nice. Come by whenever. I enjoy interacting with you guys.
That's wonderful to hear. And then Toby's just like, maybe I'll do some slam poetry at some point for you all. He's gonna turn it into a slam poetry cafe. Look at that. Till someone gets punched.
Jayden puts his arm over Alice and touches Toby on the back, like patting his back, and just go, and this is Toby, he's the ultimate poet, as he just said. He's going to turn it into a poet cafe.
He looks at, he blushes a little bit, realizing he did not introduce himself, and he nods. Yeah, of course, if that's all right with Alice.
I don't know about slam poetry, because sometimes it can get loud, but if you'd like to come and show off your poetry and other stuff, I don't think that would be a problem. I could, I don't know, maybe situate a stage or something?
You don't need to put that much effort in. I appreciate it, though.
Actually, Jayden's gonna like hold his hand up and just actually, we could help our lovely prop artist here to make a stage in there.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't be a problem. She kind of like it's obvious that she's still fiddling with this thing, and without looking up, that's the response she gives. Like, yeah, no, a stage wouldn't be an issue.
It's just showing that Jayden's taking in the information that's around him. He's picking up on it, and he's gonna turn his attention back to Chroma and give us like a charming smile and just, all right. Does that help you? We've all introduced ourselves.
He kind of like sighs and looks back at the group. He looks like almost constantly sad and looks towards them. I'm Kuroma Akureni. I'm the ultimate misfortune. Hello. It's nice to meet you all.
That's unfortunate. And he kind of like chuckles a little bit and just pun intended on that, I guess. But it's better to look at the bright side of it. At least you're ultimate at something, right? Not everyone gets to be ultimate, even if it is bad luck.
I suppose. Luckily I was able to get a shower before this, or else I would have come here covered in flour and, blood from meat in the freezer. I scared Aki half to death earlier. So, yeah.
That... I understand that. I hate when they butcher animals. And I don't know why they hang them up like that. It's so sad. If you're gonna kill them, just let the meat be packaged and not hanging up for people to run into it. I'm sorry that happened to you.
He kind of shrugs a little bit. And by the way, I just imagine Yuki hears the word butcher and her eyes just immediately, she whips around.
Same with Aki hearing his name being mentioned.
The two of them now staring at the other table.
Hang on. Investigation.
Yeah.
That's a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Jayden's gonna look over and kind of give a little wave to them and just... I'm guessing one of those two is Aki?
Kuroma looks over, sees the girl staring, and looks very confused about why she's staring, and then looks over to Aki and gives like a really like a little smile. It's very obvious on his sad little meow meow face. I don't know how else to describe it. And he gives a little like wave to his friend and then looks to Jayden. Aki's ultimate confectioner, like now pointing to Aki because he's at least aware that they're talking about him.
Jayden's gonna give a wave to them and just give a smile and just, we have a lot of food people. Even though I think there's only 2. 3, maybe. I don't know.
Have you got... No, go ahead.
But he's gonna kind of like shake his head a bit and look over and just... I don't know everyone's ultimates yet, but seems we have a couple food people.
I know that we also have a doll maker here as well. So we have a good few people that are also good with their hands.
Take that out. Don't take that out of context. Don't take it out of context. Anyways,
I was just about to say wink wonk.
I'm sitting there thinking Ashton or just... I mean, there's a lot of people good with their hands, but you know... But
Ashton suddenly looks over at the
Ashton looks over. I mean, there's a lot of people good with their hands. Just yells it like across the room. Fuck.
like calling him out for saying it that way.
Oh my god.
But Jayden just kind of gives a little nod and just. I mean, I think there's more people that are. Their ultimates revolve them using their hands than others. And he just kind of like looks at his own hands and just. I mean, even being a pet owner, I gotta touch the animals, so.
Kuroma is now looking at his hands as well. It looks like he's mimicking Jayden, but he's not. He's like, everything I touch does end up feeling my misfortune, so I guess in a way I too am good with my hands.
This is gonna feel like a bad time for this, and I'm sorry. I've been trying to find a moment to say this. Alice is going to still be kind of nervous, even though everyone has introduced themselves. And she's going to like move a little bit closer to Jayden and lean into him a little, because she finds his presence comforting.
He was looking at his hands, but he feels her like lean in, and he moves one of his hands to put it around her. I almost lost my little dice. Whew.
No, that's not nice.
And with a 17, he puts his other hand on Kuroma's to be more of a comforting thing. And just, I don't think that's it. More misfortune would more like go around you than the things you touch or anything.
He kind of like looks over, like looks at his hand that's now on like the gentle touch, like looks at his hand, looks to him, and he pauses for a moment, and he kind of shrugs, his face growing just like a little bit of color, and he's like, well, I mean, I was able to cut a cake earlier without completely messing that up, so you are correct. It just doesn't happen very often.
I mean, you can also look at the other positives. You cut a cake with nothing bad happening. He looks towards Aki again. He goes, "You made a friend, and if you want, you can consider me one too. So that's 2 friends."
It's comforting and very nice to have a friend, although I'm concerned about you being my friend and being around me.
Which is highly understandable, but also I'm not. And he kind of like looks at his muscles and he's just, I'm not weak, so I think I can handle whatever happens.
He kind of he looks at him, looking at his like muscles a bit, and his face grows a little bit darker, and then he pauses for a moment. It's just like, sometimes it isn't about how strong you are, but we will keep that in mind.
We? Who's we? Someone I should know about?
A crow just flies and lands on his head.
Oh.
He points up at one of them. We.
Oh, hi. And he's gonna like move his hand upwards, and like hold his finger out to see if it'll get on his finger and just, aren't you cute? Is this your pet?
So feel free to just roll me a d20 just with advantage, just because of the fact that you're the ultimate pet owner and, you know, crow animal, very much someone's pet. Hello.
14 and 18, so 18.
All right. So the crow will kind of hop over to Jayden's finger and first kind of look at it and then finally step off of Kuroma's head, and he nods a little bit. This is just one of the 3 of my crows. I don't know where the other 2 are. Most likely back at home. But that's Q.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And he gives him a nice little, like, gentle pet, with his other hand that he moved from Alice real quick. And he just, like, kind of puts it to his cheek and gives it a little nuzzle. You know, because he's good with animals.
The bird shall nuzzle back.
Nuzzle
Herb.
Welcome back, Rose, though.
Yes, hello, Rose. But Q is just kind of now chilling with Jayden, and Kuroma gives a little nod. I'm pretty sure he's happy to meet you too.
It really seems like he is. He's gonna curl his arm back around. Okay, bye, Rose. Welcome back, Rose. He's gonna curl his arm around Alice again and look towards her. You doing okay, darling?
I should be fine. There's just, again, a lot of people everywhere. I know there aren't that many people at this table, but I don't really know how to make conversation, and I keep getting distracted by all of the voices of the people at the other table. I'm sorry if I'm bothering you.
You're not. I'm just worried about you and checking on you. I know you don't like a lot of people, but they didn't really give us much options to have a table by ourselves.
I know. It's not your fault.
Toby's gonna kind of lean in a bit, and he speaks a little bit softer. Well, this is the first. He said that this will be the first time that dinner, and the only time that dinner is provided. So we may not have to sit like this every night. It might just be for orientation. He says with like the air quotes.
That makes sense. Well, Alice, if you need anything, just let me know. I got you.
But Q's gonna go ahead and move back to Kuroma's head, and now he's just sitting there with a crow on his head. If you are both satisfied with where this interaction is, I would be more than happy to. Well, actually, Rose, you also got your interaction moved in with Galaxies with Valeri. But then again, you weren't able to. Would you like to talk to more of them?
Nah, I think I'm good.
Alright, I was about to say, we can always circle back.
Let's keep this train moving.
Alright. But now that we have covered your guys' interactions, the doors from the kitchen swing open, and it's the twins with... Jesus fucking Christ, that was such a loud truck. I'm sorry, someone just started their truck, and I can hear it and feel it in my fucking house. Like, my floor vibrated. Broski, why does your truck have that power? You don't need that.
Small penis.
I'm a lot over here. I'm used to that type of shit.
It's also getting late for Sky.
Yes.
I was about to say, if we are moving along to further context, is it okay if I kidnap Sky to put her to bed?
Yes. Essentially, they're just gonna come out and deliver food to you guys. It's mid-tier. It's mid-tier.
Mid-tier food.
Food's food.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Alright.
All right, guys.
Good night, Sky.
Oakley dokley.
Good night, Sky.
Good night,
I'm kind of surprised that we already got to the food.
Yeah.
That's only 3
Considering we
hours
started-
in.
Well, we started 20 minutes later than normal, so it's only been like 2
For
hours.
me.
Rose, you got your headset working?
Yeah, it just took absolutely forever to load.
That's weird. I'm so happy someone talked to Lola. Jin, you made me so happy.
No, to be fair, I wanted to talk to Harper, but considering how long uncomfortableness will probably last, I decided to go the safe route and go Lola.
I'm so happy. She's such a sweetheart.
She
I would have.
I like her. I wanted to talk to her, but I also wanted to talk to the 2 boys that I really liked first.
I do hope
course.
you enjoyed that she actually asked you what your favorite dessert was.
I like.
Because it didn't seem like anyone else was asking, so.
Yeah, nobody really did. Not even the 2 that I talked to the most.
They now know this. She on
I
knows.
hope.
I'm muting.
I hope y'all
you guys from stream for
enjoyed
a
my.
minute.
That's probably for the best that you kidnapped me, because I don't know if I could continue talking sexy in French while tired. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. So she started talking French to me, and I'm like, yeah, you need to go to bed. You know I don't understand you.
I can sometimes comprehend what the fuck's being said, but only when it's typed and I'm sitting there staring at it for a hot minute because my
Well,
French
she does
intro
stuff like
class-
that. She does stuff like that, but then whenever I'm like, you should teach me how to speak French, she's like, no, I don't know that much. I can't teach you. I'm like, no, teach me. Teach now.
You're speaking fluent French right now.
Yeah, no, my French teacher was also my English teacher, and she would yell at me in English class in French, and then in French class in English.
Yeah.
That is evil. No, that is evil.
And
That is hilarious.
and that was 13 years ago, and I was
My
like,
lord.
I don't remember shit. Anyways,
No.
continue on.
But the twins come out with food, and you are all presented with mid-tier foods, because they're not exactly built for cooking. It's good enough. It's sustenance. But
I made the
As
mashed
long as
potatoes.
it's seasoned, I don't care.
I made the mashed potatoes.
I don't want to eat the mashed potatoes anymore.
Oh, why not? They're good for you, or so my systems say.
Or To be fair, I just don't like potatoes.
What's the consistency of the mashed potatoes?
What is the consistency of the mashed potatoes?
They were actual potatoes that he mashed up, so they have like the little chunky pieces in it. But he also
my
put
favorite.
a lot of butter and salt, so they're really salty.
Oh.
You already know Rudy is going to
It's gonna be
fucking.
the SpongeBob meme.
You have Rudy
Salty.
Salty!
But then you just have
Yes.
Rudy. Just imagine Rudy's response to the fucking mashed potatoes.
Jefferson's just gonna get a giant pile of the mashed potatoes and eat it. He loves that shit.
Also, he made gravy that goes with it, but the gravy isn't salty at all, and it tastes just like flat out chicken or something, like the chicken gravy.
Hell yeah! He's gonna smother the mashed potatoes in that as well.
But it doesn't have like any other seasonings. It's just the chicken, because he doesn't know how to cook.
That sounds good.
So salty ass potatoes with chicken gravy.
Yep.
There's a lot of different food options, ranging from I don't want to say steak, but like they definitely have stuff that they have meats, they have fish for people that can't have regular meat, and then they have a vegetarian option for like whatever I'm not going into depth about what you guys are eating because we just had mashed potatoes discourse for about 3 minutes. That's as long as an interaction, apparently. But you guys all enjoy your sort of mediocre dinner, and the twins have essentially got your opinions from dinner, which could be better.
Could be better.
Except for me, it was absolutely divine.
Because you're a white guy.
Listen, Jeff's just gonna look at the crazy one and be like, "Hey, be crazy. You know how to make some great ass mashed potatoes."
Thank you.
Shut up.
Shut up.
I put
That's
more
completely
salt.
insulting.
I'll put more salt in it next time.
Please, no.
Just dumps the
It's gonna
whole can
kill-
of salt.
You're not supposed to do that.
It's like pocket
Guys.
sand.
Fucking dies from sodium overdose.
Fuck, I think I overdid it, brother.
It's alright. They just give them a lot of water. That'll even it out. Half of you.
Half of you die from sodium intake, the other half from drowning.
That would be so funny.
Okay, we're off topic again. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's good. It's good. But you are all dismissed, and you have a little bit of free time before bed.
Yeah.
I would just like to say I would like to when it's bedtime I want to walk Shion to room. Yes.
Bow chicka wow wow.
No. Not yet.
That's what I forgot to do today. No, I don't know whose room is whose. So guess what, guys? We're gonna figure that out. Right now.
Yay.
Right now.
But we have free reign to do whatever for right now.
Yes, I'm gonna give y'all either one interaction or feel free to look around. Just know it is getting dark. It's getting close to nighttime, which starts at 10 p.m.
How many rounds is that?
Question.
Yes.
When you say look around, we can get up and move.
Yes, of course. You can like when dinner is over, they are just like, all right, cool. This is it, just one of you needs to remember to hold someone to make dinner. Essentially, they're just the reason why they made dinner is because none of you dipshits made dinner.
Lola's going to actually go into the kitchen.
All right.
Oh God! Wait! No! Don't go into the pantry.
Is he actually saying that?
I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna be like, don't go in the pantry.
That just makes you even more suspicious.
She kind of stops and like looks back and just gives a little shrug. She goes into the kitchen. And I'm going to roll for this because I want to see if she does good or bad.
Okay.
Please let her actually open it and see what I mean by don't look in the pantry. It's a horrible mess.
Violet, give me a DC.
I'm not 100% sure what you're doing right now, but we are gonna go with a 13.
Okay. Well, she got a 13, so that's why I wanted a DC, because I couldn't decide if I wanted to do like what I wanted to do, so I was like, I'll get a DC and then equal to or greater. So she's gonna go into the kitchen and she's gonna look around a bit. And she's going to go into the pantry, look at the mess a little bit, kind of tiptoe through it as she collects a couple items, and she's gonna go back and like set them out, and she's going to make a like whipped cream dessert, so a mousse, something that's really quick. And she's going to take a little bowl of it and go give it to Aki.
I love her! Finish your sentence.
So we don't have much time, so I just made something simple, but because you kept asking people about theirs, I thought I'd make you one.
Thank you. It's a mousse, I think, if I'm correct. Is that what you were trying to make?
Yes.
He's gonna try and wait, actually, can you do a perception? Not perception, but
performance check.
Yes.
Do it's tricky for me, I think.
Huh?
Unless I have charisma, I don't know. Do I have performance?
There is no performance. Rolling another dice though for a straight D20, it came out 19.
Nice.
Okay. Aki's going to taste it, and he's going to smile and look up at her and say, "It's really good, actually. Thank you. I'll make you something tomorrow, or maybe if the kitchen is still open past nighttime, maybe I'll make. But probably not at night. There's no reason for that. So."
Before it gets too far, Alister's gonna like lean in over his shoulder. He seems like he comes out of nowhere. Most likely there is just a secret passage in the walls. And leans over Aki's shoulder and he grins and I said Alister, didn't I? Adrian.
That's why I said it, wrong one.
Yep, Adrian. And he gives a little smile. Why would we close the kitchen? It has so many tools and opportunities for murder. No, it's not closed. Have fun. Bake something you want. Add poison to that. Ooh, and he disappears back into the wall.
Like an instigator.
Okay, though I do think that I will probably be doing a lot of late night baking, so if you are ever still up, you may come in and bother me. I have nothing better to do.
She gives a kind of a little like bow and just Thank you. My grandma taught me how to bake a little bit. She taught me a lot of things, and I don't know about doing any late night baking though. Those guys seem to be trying to put it where you can get framed and stuff. I would probably not do that.
True, and I know that might happen, and I will try my best to not leave my dessert just laying around. I will keep on them so nobody can poison them or touch them, unless.
If you and she's gonna kind of like rub her arm and just if you do late night baking and need someone so you kind of have an alibi, you can always wake me up if I'm not, like, I probably would be having nightmares anyways.
Oh, that sucks. You get nightmares often?
Almost every night. I'm connected to the spirit world, so I have a lot of nightmares about what happened to people.
I remember you saying that. Does your head feel better, by the way?
It doesn't get easier repressing the spirit world and stuff. But it's manageable.
I'm glad that it at least feels a little bit better, I guess. But I will definitely make you that dessert at some point because you made me this, and it's only fair that I make you your favorite dessert. No?
If you need help making things too, like I said, my grandma taught me how to bake. Maybe not as good as you, clearly, but I can bake.
That's I'm glad to hear that. If you ever really do want to try and help me bake, just come ask me. Most of the time I'll probably be in the kitchen, baking. Obviously, it's my favorite thing to do other than reading and talking to a few people. But yeah, you can bother me anytime. I don't really have many what I said earlier, so I hope we can be friends.
Yeah. I'd like that. Also, Yuki, I made you some. I gotta go get it. I only had enough to bring one bowl out.
Yuki, like, looks up a little bit surprised. Sorry, I need to... Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my god, that came out of nowhere. She looks up a bit surprised and smiles. Oh, thank you, Lola. You didn't need to do that. I appreciate it, though. I bet it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I'll be right back. And she's going to walk back towards the kitchen. And as she's walking, she's going to stumble a bit. And she's going to fall into chroma. Because I say so.
Oh, okay. The NPC is now getting screen time. The NPCs are getting screen time. Ah! Actually, you know what? I'm so glad that you just like grabbed. You just like took this section and went, "I'm going to make this my turn."
Listen, I gotta do something, but she got a 4.
Oh Jesus!
So she's going to trip and she's gonna fall into him. And as when she falls into him, whatever plate was on the table, she's gonna knock off. And just, I'm sorry. And like she stands up as quickly as she can. But she falls backwards when she does, and she like rubs her ankle.
Oh Jesus! Oh my God! So Karoma, when she falls on him, he just kind of like not. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like as he's falling back, he makes like eye contact with Jayden. Like, watch this shit. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just fucking anyone.
Watch this shit.
like making this deadpan, like has this deadpan look on his face, like here it is. But like as she, I feel like as she falls and he like would notice the plate, since you know he's used to having like all these bad fucking things happen to her, to him, he would try to like protect her from getting hurt, like put his arm, but she manages to like get up and she's fine until her ankle gets fucked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's just kind of like laying on the floor, his back still in the chair, like his chair, just there underneath him, and he looks towards her. It's just like, do you need help getting ice on that?
I and she's rubbing it, and she kind of looks at it, and there's a bruise on her ankle, like like something had grabbed her and tripped her.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, spooky.
And she just like looks up and just, I'm sorry. Something grabbed me. I don't think the spirits here are happy. I'm ignoring them.
Are there like a lot of spirits? He's gonna like slowly sit up, and like stand up, you know, end up towering over her. And like he seems like he's doing a quick little assessment to make sure that she didn't get hurt anywhere else.
And she's just, well, I haven't seen them, but I can feel their depression, and I felt like a lot of it, so I've been trying to shut it out so it doesn't mess with my emotions and stuff here.
Alright, then. Well, if they're not happy that you're ignoring them and you don't want to be listening or feeling that problem, you guys are at an impasse. For the time being, maybe you should focus more on not getting physically hurt. You have people here that can help you through negative emotions, right? Some people have already made friends.
Well,
he kind of like glances to Jayden, then over to where Aki was, like is.
Well, she kind of looks back at the table she came from and just, sometimes having friends doesn't mean putting your trauma on them, especially when you're sure they're hiding their own trauma. And she gets herself up, and dusts herself off a bit and just kind of looks up at him, just, you know you're very tall, right?
He kind of looks down at her and gives a soft little chuckle and nods. Do you want to go put some ice on your ankle? And even then, everybody has, as you said, their own trauma. If you need to vent or anything, feel free to tell me. I don't mind.
What's your name?
Kuroma Akuruni. I'm the ultimate misfortune.
Well, Kuroma?
Kuroma, yes.
You're tall?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear about your ultimate. I like your bird. I'm sorry I fell on you. That probably is because you're the ultimate misfortune. Would you like some moose? I just imagine her staring up at him with these big, like, round eyes, just, you're so tall.
Trust me, Aki knows this. He had to be put on a counter so he could fucking fix his fucking knee.
But my ankle should be fine. That too. Forgot about that part.
He chuckles again and he nods. Would you like any help with that?
Sure. And
Yes.
She looks towards the Jayden and Alice and Toby and the rest of them, and she's should have probably made more mousse. If I do smaller cups, I guess I could have enough for everyone. Would you guys want some?
Deku, you have been hit with a question. Would you like mousse?
No, no, thank you. I'm quite full actually, but thank you for the offer.
Of course. You're you're a cat. Lola's just pointing out obvious shit right now.
I love this.
Thanks,
her
Captain
ears
Obvious.
Wiggle in response. I mean, I guess sort of. I'm Alice. I'm the ultimate barista. I have cat ears and a tail because I work at a cosplay cafe. Or I guess I did. I'm kind of just here now.
Oh, well, nice to meet you. I'm Lola. Yeah, you make coffees. I'm ultimate spirit guide. No mousse for you. Jayden kind of shakes his head too and just, I'm good, thank you, darling. She looks towards Toby and the others and just,
Toby will kind of give a charming smile to Lola, and he just kind of I am perfectly fine with having another sweet thing in my life. Thank you, dear.
okay, looks to Pim and Nav.
Pim gives a little smile, and he's just like, you said you're the ultimate spirit medium, correct?
Spirit guide, yes,
Guide. Well, that's good to hear. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad, though, during this time. Anyway, yes, I would like mousse. And Nav just kind of like, you didn't get that one, did ya? Like, gave him that look like in next time. That wasn't a good interaction. Little pat on the shoulder, and she nods in agreement for the mousse, and she looks to Lola. We both also work with Death. He's the ultimate cremation specialist. I'm the ultimate embalmer. It's good to hear that we have someone else to know that they can pass on in a good way. That's all.
Yeah, I usually, I guide spirits and help them finish their unfinished business so they can move on. If spirits don't move on, bad things happen. I'll be back with the moose though. She's gonna look up at Chroma again, just, if I make a tray, you can go hand them out and I can make more.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
And he will now follow behind her. You have added someone to your party.
While they're gone, can I go over to Alice and Jayden and talk to them?
Yes. We'll get to Lola passing the third table in a moment.
Oh, hell no.
We'll get to that in a moment. Jin, since you wish to interact with another player.
Yeah, well, technically 2.
2 players.
Yeah, technically 2, babe. Hey, I'm halfway done with my drink. I put 2 shots of that banana in this slushy.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Nice.
I'm halfway through it.
You found a way to have the banana.
Mhm. Not gonna lie, I thought about putting more in it.
I think 2 shots is more than enough for the time being.
Yes.
But Aki is approaching.
Ah! Aki!
Aki incoming.
Aki, not like
Aki.
this! Okay, go ahead, Aki. Hit me with your best shot, big boy.
Oh. Aki's going
Okay.
to smile and wave, do a little
I'm
wave
tipsy, by the way, if you haven't realized.
Yeah.
I can tell.
He's gonna say, hi, I'm Aki, the ultimate confectioner. I saw you wave at me, and I wanted to say hello.
Oh, it's lovely to meet you. I am Jayden Price, the ultimate pet owner. And yeah, Chroma was telling me that you, and him are friends, and we're baking together.
Yes, I made him a cake earlier. I learned that he really liked the cake that I made him, and I'm glad he really liked it.
That's wonderful to hear.
But I did want to ask, though, because I am going around just asking people so that I don't accidentally end up, killing somebody. I wanted to know if you guys had any allergies? Like food allergies, specifically, sorry.
I am allergic to lemon.
Hey, Jayden.
Jayden out here with the lemons! Well, when life gives you lemons.
Life gives you lemons.
You fucking die! I am extremely allergic to lemons, by the way.
Good to know, thank you. I don't think you ever told me your name, but do you have any allergies?
Oh, uh, uh, sorry. I'm Alice. I'm the ultimate barista. I was focusing on something else you said. My favorite is pound cake. Normally pound cake with like vanilla icing. It goes really well with coffee. Also, please don't kill him.
No, it's not that.
Also,
I
Jin, I know I mentioned what their desserts were. I don't remember what his was. I think it was chocolate covered strawberries, but that might have been Valerie's.
don't either. So, do you want to do his as chocolate covered strawberries?
I feel like that's right. I feel like that was his. So yes.
That
Okay.
feels more fitting for him.
Mm-hmm.
Jayden's is chocolate covered strawberries.
Yeah, I know you asked me and I told you, but I couldn't remember. And I was like, that could have been Valerie's, because I wanted something simple for her, but...
And then I'm going to ask Alice again. I didn't ask for your favorite dessert, but thank you for that. I was asking if you had any allergies.
Oh, sorry. I was a little focused on other things. No. I don't have any allergies.
Okay,
Is
and
still concerned that Aki now knows that Jayden is horribly allergic to lemons.
Yay.
Is now concerned.
Concerned Alice noises.
Gains concerned. Panicking Alice noises.
I also, could you repeat what you said your favorite dessert was? I'm sorry. You cut me. You got me surprised by telling me that first, and I was asking about allergies.
Pound cake. Or more specifically, pound cake with vanilla icing. It goes good with coffee. Also, please don't kill him with lemons.
Okay, no. The only reason I'm asking around is so that I don't actually kill anybody. I don't have intentions on killing anybody, and I really bad.
Jayden's gonna rub her side a little bit and just, it's okay. It's okay. It's this whole situation. I understand what you're doing. That's why I informed you.
And plus, I find that I hope that I can bring people at least some comfort with their favorite dessert. I understand why a few people haven't told me if they have any allergies or their favorite dessert because they're afraid that I might actually try to kill them. Except for one. One didn't really have a favorite dessert because he never had any. That's something else that I'm probably gonna have to talk to him about.
I can't believe you're going around telling Felix's secrets.
I never told him who it was.
I know, but still.
Airing his secrets.
Felix just hears it and goes, that fucking asshole. I'm not talking to him again.
But, Toby's gonna pipe in because you said that you were asking everyone, and he's like, I understand the concern. My name is Toby Evans. I am the ultimate poet, and, I don't have any allergies, luckily, and, my favorite dessert is pumpkin pie.
Hold on, sorry. I'm like writing all this down. I got a whole almost.
B, I'm sending you something.
Me? Okay.
Oh, that's really cool that you're an ultimate poet. And I'll keep that in mind. And thank you for telling me you have no allergies because I think only 2 people told me what their allergies were because they were the only ones that really had allergies, and that's Jayden and Kuroma.
I'm sorry if I was rude for not trusting your intentions.
No, you're fine. I can understand why you even think that. With them saying that this is a killing game and all, I completely understand you're not being very trustful of me and you don't know me at all, so I completely understand. No need to say sorry. I just want to bring people comforts with their favorite desserts, and that's why I've been asking around if they have any allergies because I do know one person. It was good to know that Jayden is allergic to lemon, so don't give him anything lemon. So that's great to know. Thank you for telling me that before I made you anything.
Of course. I do, though, love chocolate-covered strawberries. You know what goes perfect with those, though?
Really quick, I think I just remembered what Kuroma's other allergy was. I think it was citrus. Like, just citrus in general.
Citrus and
peanuts.
Generalized citrus.
Well, you said lemon, and lemon are citrus, and I'm like, I don't think he can have lemon either. But why?
I will say, if anyone remembers Alice's fun fact, Alice just told a technical lie.
For shame.
Because technically, her favorite is a specific kind of pound cake, but she didn't say lemon pound cake because Jayden is allergic to lemons.
That's actually really funny because I was like sitting here, I'm like, okay, I know everybody's stuff, and then you said Jayden is allergic to lemons, and I'm sitting here like, this is gonna be really awkward in a few minutes.
It's gonna become really awkward in a couple seconds. Yeah, Alice was already like, I don't want anything like that coming around him, so no.
But Jayden's like, you know what goes great with chocolate-covered strawberries? Just a little bit on top.
What?
Just a tiny little bit of whipped cream. You know, right in the center.
Excuse me? like taking the top off of the strawberry and putting it in the inside?
Yes. Yes. That's exactly what that was not what I meant, but that's so much better than I was talking about, like right on top of the chocolate of the.
Yeah, normally you can put whipped cream on top of same way you do with like ice cream.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. I was just
You
doing
can put it
little
on top of the chocolate. That's the part that I was like, this makes perfect sense to me.
All of it. I was like, it could go either way. I want to see how this gets interpreted.
But
No,
Jayden's like, yeah, you cut the top off and just squirt it in the middle there. Delightful.
maybe you shouldn't use that term in that sentence.
Alice is fizzling out.
How come?
Um,
Did I?
Squirting cream. That alone.
Just kind of like looks over at Alice and then towards Toby and then back at Aki. Just looks so clueless of what he said.
There's just Toby, like, looking at Aki, like, are you gonna tell him? I don't know if I should tell him.
What you were saying, if somebody took it out of context, I would have thought it's very sexual meaning.
Oh.
And then there's Ashton across from them, just listening, like, yes, this group keeps fucking doing this.
Yes.
Oh, well, I apologize. That was not my intention, clearly. I didn't mean it that way. I didn't realize that was a sexual thing.
It's not a sexual thing. It's just the way some people might take it.
I love the idea of Aki raising his voice and it's just just staring at Ashton.
That is exactly what is happening.
I knew it! I fucking knew it!
Alice is going to tug on Jayden's shirt gently. Still kind of flustered, but trying to like continue the subject along. I also like chocolate covered strawberries, but I like the whipped cream going on top of it, like on the end with the chocolate.
Yeah, I may have interpreted what he said wrong, so I can understand that. So, that's on my part. Sorry about that.
He clears his throat again and smiles towards her and just, I should make you some. I used to make my mom these. I mean, I made since we're trapped here, I can't make them anymore. But I would make my mom these little. I would cut the strawberry into pieces, and then dip them into chocolate, and then put them in the freezer for a bit. She really liked them.
Oh, that's really good. I'm sorry. I'm like listening into your conversation.
It's okay, Aki. You can sit down and join us if you'd like. I think Chrome is a little busy. And he like looks back towards the kitchen area.
To be fair, if I'm going to be honest, I don't think Betray is going to really go well. We're not going to talk about what happened earlier because I actually cut my knee due to something that happened, but we're not going to talk about it.
We're not going to talk about it. Oh, are you okay? Also, just to cut back for a moment, I'm sorry. Deku talked with Alice and I wanted to respond.
Yeah.
Ashton kind of looked over, made eye contact with Aki, and kind of raised a brow and gave him a smile and a little wave.
I'm going to give him the most smugglest look ever and then look back at Jayden.
Harper just looking at Ashton like, why is he so fucking mad at you?
I have no idea, Harper. Anyways, continue on to What do you mean? Are you okay? You cut your
Yeah,
knee?
yeah. He ended up trying to get another plate for somebody, and he broke a lot of plates. So I decided I was gonna pick it up, but I think his misfortune wore off a little bit on me, and I ended up cutting my knee. But I'm fine. I love being around him, but sometimes I I caused this, and I'm fine with this.
May really quickly. I'm just gonna interject, Toby. He heard I love being around him, and he just leans in and he gives like this little shit-eating grin, like, "Are we finding love in a place where love should not exist?"
If we're gonna include love, then I think there would be two. Also, would any of you like cookies? Because I made cookies earlier, and I think there's a few more left at my table.
You have two lovers?
No, not lovers. More or less, I like people, but I don't know if they like me, and I'm not going to talk about it any longer. Now, answer my question.
And now, my question.
Out of a brain. Very, very good. Jayden
welcome.
kinda looks towards Aki and tilts his head just slightly and just again, as I told him, the misfortunes around him, not the people that he interacts with. You must have been distracted. Don't put your accident on him just because he was there.
It's not that I was putting not the blame on him, but I may have been a little bit distracted.
Alright. I don't need to know what you were distracted about. All I wanted you to say is that it wasn't his fault. And then he's gonna look over at Toby and just don't mind me. Listen, it's fine. The beautiful, the fair, the elegant is which pleases us. Say not, without the thought of interest or advantage. Hang on. Fuck. It's fine. I'm fine. I was trying to do a poem and it didn't work. Listen. My brain's not working. It's fine.
No, you're good. That was good. To be honest, that was gonna get a stunned silence. It doesn't really listen. Poetry is poetry, no matter like whether or not it's considered art by the person reading it. It was considered art by the person who wrote it, and Toby understands this.
I was trying to think of something that would go with an advantage, and then my brain was like, "You got nothing.
You got jack shit."
Without a thought of interest or advantage. Love is for the heart, not those are without art. There you go.
I love that.
You just slowly hear Jefferson just choking on the cookies, just like.
Aki's just gonna look back and is just like, "How many cookies have you eaten?"
There are no more cookies.
All of them. All the cookies are
There's only
gone.
like 2 left on there, and he just turns around. He just turns around with 2 cookies in his hands. It's just like, "Not that many." Bye.
Aki's just going to look at him and is just like, "Can I please have those?"
Can I have those for friends I'm trying to make?
Sure, have them.
You see Shion with big, sad puppy eyes, like.
He ate all my cookies.
Yeah, I'm just going to give a cookie to Jayden, and I'm gonna walk over to Shion and just like, "Here, have this."
Jefferson just swallows down the rest of the cookies that he has in his mouth, and just clears his throat and says, "There First off, I don't understand why people love poetry. It sucks.
Toby looked looked offended. He's like, excuse me.
Jayden's gonna look at Jefferson. Just, I'm Jayden, the ultimate pet owner, and your name?
Oh, my name's Jefferson. I'm the ultimate mathematician.
Well.
And my name is Toby Evans. I'm the ultimate poet.
Jayden's gonna reach
Nice
over
to
and
meet
tap Toby's back a bit and just. Have you ever heard of? Is it Hayake? The fuck? I know what I'm thinking.
Okay, what is it?
Is it Hayuka? It's
a haiku?
Haiku. That's it. Have you ever heard of a haiku? He's asking Jefferson.
I was worried if that's what he was after.
Oh, not really.
It's poetry that involves counting the syllables of a sentence.
Not only that, sonnets are supposed to have a certain number of syllables in certain lines as well.
So poetry and math can be one in hand in hand. Don't judge someone.
I'm not really into math poetry.
Well,
anything dealing with poetry, I'm not interested in.
What kind of mathematician doesn't like math? Toby just, can you not fucking read?
I'm sorry. He's like sitting there like, can you not read then? Like it's very quiet. It's like
you know what? I am going to make it canonical that my character is illiterate.
No. There's no way to become a mathematician this way.
What about the word problem?
I was about to say there's word problems.
That's his only downside is word problems.
No, that's not how you become an ultimate mathematician.
He does math at advanced levels. He does reading at 3rd grade level.
Yes.
Oh my god, guys, I can't believe it. Jefferson's just my younger brother.
like Jefferson can solve these high problem math equations, but can't do a simple word problem.
Can't fucking read.
Oh my god. Anyways.
That's why he doesn't like poetry. It's because he literally cannot be cultured.
But Jefferson just looks away and be like, I don't know, maybe.
Alice is gonna poke her head out from underneath Jayden's arm, looking at Jefferson. You're kind of rude, mister. You came over here and then started talking bad about poetry for some reason?
I've been sitting over here the entire time. I've been just listening to y'all. My food coma.
That's kind of creepy.
Listen, I'm stuck here full of food.
Stuck in the cafeteria. I'm pretty sure we're allowed to leave.
I can't move because of how full I am of food.
On cookies that you stole from Shion. Anyways.
That too.
I gave a cookie to Shion.
Shion is like crying, but now happy about it. He's like crying happy to have this fucking cookie.
And I'm just gonna be like, I'll make you more later, okay?
Thank you.
I wanna roll. I'm gonna give
but moving away from this fucking argument about poetry.
There's going. Go ahead. I was gonna say there's gonna be a loud clash in the kitchen, but go ahead.
I was about to say, wait, did you want to do them walking by this 3rd table?
No, I was just putting them in the kitchen, but sure.
I don't know.
What are we gonna do at the 3rd table? Let's go.
I don't know. I was just asking. It's okay. We can keep going.
It's a table now full of just NPCs, so.
Exactly. I realized that afterwards.
So there I rolled, got a 5.
Hello, Leo.
Huh? Oh, hi, Leo.
Lego.
But there's going to be a loud clash coming from the kitchen. And Lola's going to be pulling Chroma out by her shirt, by his shirt, yep. By his shirt, and like pushes him out and slams the kitchen door closed and tries to hold it closed.
May I know what's going on?
Can I go over to Karuma and just ask what's going on?
I'm just doing more spirit world shit, but I'm doing more spirit world shit. It's fine. Things are flying around the kitchen.
Karoma's just like as she pulls him out, he kind of like looks back at everyone, and then back to the kitchen, and then he looks to Lola. Well, something. There's a lot going on in there.
Yeah,
we may not be able to bring out desserts or make anything else tonight.
I know she's the ultimate spirit guide. Is it something to do with ghosts?
Maybe. And she's like holding the door, and her body's like jerking as the door's being hit.
Karoma would move over and like put more of his weight on the door.
I need to probably go talk to them.
Good luck with that.
Bad things happen when spirits aren't guided to the light.
Yeah, I realize this. Good luck. I wish you the best.
Thanks. Chroma, keep the door closed. And she's gonna slip back inside.
I'm just gonna look at Karoma and just like, it's bad in there, isn't it?
17! She got it 17!
For what? For what? What are you rolling this for?
Trying to talk to the spirits that are now angry because she's been ignoring them.
Really quick, we're gonna see Karoma trying to keep the door closed. Let's see, guys. We got the disadvantage.
Hold on, wait. Can I help?
Can I help?
Alright, it's not disadvantage anymore. Congrats. You're throwing yourself against the door. Anyway, he's gonna do a regular roll. Congratulations, it's a 15. He manages to keep it closed with your help.
Listen, I'm not gonna take chances. Either I'm gonna get hit by the door.
Just and giggles, I rolled another dice. It would have been a 9, and that wouldn't have worked.
I feel like I would have been hit by the door. This is also why I jumped in and try to keep that door closed.
Jefferson's just get up from the chair and just jog over and be like, what type of spiritual shit is going on there?
Don't question it, go away. You ate all the cookies, now screw off.
Hang on, just for the fuck of it, you know how the doors to kitchens usually have like that window? Does this have the window?
Yeah.
Yes, it does, absolutely.
Just for the hell of it, when Jefferson gets over there, just Moose goes flying and smacks against the window.
Hell.
Okay, I'm gonna yell a little bit. Aki's gonna yell a little bit, and he's just gonna be like, so there's not gonna be any moose for the rest of the night, and actually nothing for the rest of the night from the kitchen. There seems to be an inconvenience.
Pretty sure we could see that.
After about 10 minutes of the door being pushed on and thrown around, everything seems to calm down and go quiet, and then there's just a gentle knock on the door. You can open the door now.
I'm gonna open the door.
I was about to say, Karoma's gonna look through the window that isn't covered in moose. to make sure she isn't like possessed or something. I'm gonna roll an insight check for him. I'm rolling an insight check for him. You need to let me know.
I need to see what's going on in there. I'm going to open that door and see how big of a mess it became.
Hold on, let me get back to Karoma's sheet real quick. So I said insight, right?
Yes.
He got a 10 with insight.
She looks just a little dirty, but she seems exhausted, which could give a thing of possession. Could a look of possession, there we go. But she rubs one of her eyes as she looks up at the, like, window on her tippy toes and just gives a little wave.
Alright. For the most part, even though she looks tired and stuff and like slightly possessed, he's like, we can test our senses, and he's gonna open the door.
And just looks around. How bad is it on a scale of 1 to 10?
We're on 1 to 20, and we can roll.
1 to 20.
1 through 12. I'm rolling a d12.
That sounds good.
1 being horrible, 12 being best, or vice versa.
I think 1 being horrible, 12 being the best is the best choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 3.
Oh god.
Aki's gonna look around in pure shock and is just gonna be like, I was gonna try and do late night baking, but I don't think I'm gonna be doing that tonight.
Lola stands there a minute, and she kind of looks at him and just around at the place and just, I'll get it. And she's gonna fall unconscious.
I'm gonna see if Karoma can catch her.
If she doesn't, I will. If she doesn't, I know I'm sure.
Galaxy.
If you can't, I will.
You keep a DC in mind. Don't say anything.
Okay.
Everyone, we're gonna roll a it's gonna be strength in this case to catch her.
So
Nice.
I'm gonna say this right now. I got a 22 with my strength additive.
That's if his catch doesn't go well, but I got a 19. I got an 18 and a 19. Apparently, he was gonna catch her.
Okay, good, because
my DC for it was 14, so you both would have.
Nice, but I'm glad that Karoma didn't drop one of his new friends, and he kind of like looks at her and in his arms, and he smiles, and it looks really the smile looks a little sad before he kind of like looks up at everybody else, and he pauses for a moment before speaking. I'm gonna go ahead and bring her to bed. If someone wishes to join me to make sure that she's not dead by the time she's in her bed, someone may walk with me. Point is, I'm taking her to bed.
I don't mind coming with, because honestly, she's also my friend, and I am worried.
And then there's Yuki staring at the two of them from across the hall.
Actually,
one of the most terrifying looks on her face.
I'm gonna go walk over to Yuki, and it's just like, do you want to go with Karoma to take her to her room?
Yes, please. She's one of my first friends here. And she's going to stand up and like go scurry over next to Karoma and like kind of look over Lola to see if she got hurt at all.
Do an insight check.
Absolutely.
Make the god do an insight check.
Well, I mean, yes, everything is fair in love and war here. Alright, that's a 15.
She has a couple bruises on her from things probably hitting her. But other than that, she just seems like she exhausted herself from settling whatever happened in the kitchen. She isn't bleeding or anything. There's just a couple bruises on her.
She seems okay with this. And she kind of looks at Karoma with like this little look in her eye, like if you try anything, I'll fucking gut you. Before looking back to Lola and then to the group, and she's just like, okay, we're gonna take her to a bed now. If anyone else is going to bed, this would probably be a good time. And she kind of like moves to be behind Karoma because hey, if anything happens, she can at least like make sure he doesn't fall backwards.
Yeah.
She's like she looks like she's ready to fucking move to make sure that if anything goes wrong with her friend, she'll catch Lola at the very least.
I love it.
But they will all now make their way out. Unless, Galaxy, do you have anything else to add to that?
No.
Alright.
Talk to Shion for a second.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna walk over to Shion and just gonna be like, are you done with dinner? Would you like to go to bed?
He has finished that last cookie. Like, he was nibbling on it to make sure that he got to savor it for as long as possible. It looks like he just finished the cookie. And he nods a bit. He does look rather tired. Would you be willing to walk with me to my dorm?
Sure. Also, I'll make sure to make you more cookies tomorrow when the kitchen is probably clean. If not, I'll end up cleaning it and still make them for you because you obviously really like them.
I really liked the cookies. Yes, thank you. And he's gonna like if you move in, like he kind of like takes a step closer to you, lets out a small yawn and like rubs his eyes. Cookie coma.
Cookie
coma.
You had a lot of cookies. Yeah. Let's just take you to the dorm so that you can go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. And he's gonna like move to walk next to you as you guys move to the dorms.
Right.
And we're going to keep. I promise you'll get more interaction with Shion at some point, but for now I'm going to move on to the other players so that they may get some more interaction before going to bed as well.
This is fine. This is completely fine. I'm happy. I can die happy.
I can die happy too.
Alister, Jefferson, or Valeri or Jayden, or whoever wishes to go next. Because our initiative order just got fucking obliterated.
It did.
I'll start with me.
Alright, well, the girl that you came to dinner with has left with a different girl and a different guy. Well, you still have a few other people that are here. Would you like to interact with any of them?
Oh, he's just gonna place the last cookie he had in his hand on the table. Just be like, I'm gonna turn in for tonight. See y'all. Night.
Felix gives like a very small little like 2-finger salute thing to you to recognize the fact that you're going to bed.
You said you put the last cookie you had on the table?
Yes.
Valerie's going to get up and kind of walk over and push the cookie towards Felix. Before sitting on, like, beside Felix, where Jefferson had been seated.
He kind of looks up at her like, are you sure I can have the cookie? Like, just with that look. He doesn't really say anything. It's just like, I need to make sure I can actually take this before I touch it.
She looks at him and kind of gives him a look of, don't make me take it away.
he will very quickly snatch the cookie.
Jefferson just looks behind him and just says, "Enjoy the cookie, little man."
He looks like he's about to say something really rude to you, and then you call him little man, and he just stops and gives a little smile, like a really confident smile, and he waves and then proceeds to take a bite of the cookie.
Honestly, I wanna bake more for him.
But Valerie's just gonna kind of look at him and just, after that, off to bed with you.
Everyone's going to bed.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Curfew on our thing says 10.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna check his monopad, and he kind of like squints, and he huffs a bit. It's just like, it's getting really close to that time. I don't want to go to bed yet.
Well, practice your drawing while you're in your room.
I love your character, Galaxy.
He looks at Valeri like that was a thing that didn't even cross his mind. Like he looks like people are allowed to do stuff when they go to bed.
Yeah. As long as you're in your room, they just don't go out of your room.
My parents
They're
were
the worst role models.
Your parents
yeah,
what?
no. My parents would have killed me if they found me awake in my room when they sent me to bed.
Well, your parents are assholes. They also didn't let you have cookies.
Or any sweets for that matter.
They weren't assholes.
They were assholes.
Yeah, I know. They were awful.
Well, you can always see us as your family. She looks across the table, and then she shakes her head and just, or me. She's annoying.
Ayaka like looks up from, oh my gosh, what the hell would she be doing? What would she be doing right now? She finished. She's just fucking sitting there. Yeah, no, she was tuned into the conversation. Then she was definitely tuned into the conversation. Then, and she just looks at her like, rude, rude, rude. I'm not annoying. I'm your friend. And the other thing is I would gladly accept being viewed as your family.
I mean, I guess they do say there's always one annoying sister and one good one.
I can tell you that that's not true. There were 2 annoying sisters, and it was not me. And then there's Felix looking between the 2 of them. And he, by the way, he does also look tired, but he seems to be enjoying their banter. He's like, I don't know if I really want to have a family connection in a game where I could lose everything and everyone or die.
I mean, that just puts me a low on the list there now, don't you think? You act like I'm not as strong as I look. And she stands up and puts her hand on his head, but she doesn't ruffle his hair or anything. Just, like I said, you can always rely on me. And if someone wants to cause shit, and she kind of looks at, like, over in, Lucy? Was it Lucy?
Lucy. Yes, you're right. Lucy.
I don't know. For some reason, my brain was like, it's Lukey. I was like, that doesn't even make sense. And Lucy's direction, just, if anyone causes you any issues, just let me know.
Felix kind of smiles and looks at her, and it's just like, sometimes you don't need to be strong to mess with somebody else.
No.
But thank you.
You need to be
I'll let
smart. You need to be smart like you are.
Mm-hmm. No one's gonna cause me trouble. I'll cause them trouble. Yeah! He takes another bite of the cookie.
Alright, come on. Off to bed. Let's go. You too annoying, sister.
She stands up and it's just like, I'm not the annoying one. Maybe out of the three of us I have to be, but I'm not.
You're annoying because you won't leave me alone. But I'll still see you as sister.
I will accept this for the time being. I'm happy to be your found family sister.
Good night, losers.
And
as she's walking out too and says good night, losers, she's gonna flip them off. She's gonna hold her finger up and flip the people off as she's walking out.
I was about to say everybody else, you mean?
Yeah, she's just holding it up like by her head behind her.
Meanwhile, Felix is walking backwards with like the rest of the very last bite of cookie in his mouth, doing like double middle fingers behind them. as he's like doing a little shoulder shimmy almost, so it's just like haha as he's leaving with them.
You know, the best influence.
Yeah. But now we may move on to Alice. You see people are now leaving to head to bed. But a good amount of the people that you were with are still there. I'm gonna just say that most of the whole entire NPC table's fucking gone. Like not too long after like Felix and the Valeri and Ayaka. Not too long afterwards, everybody else kind of leaves.
She's going to pull out her monopad and check it to see what time it is. Before tugging on Jayden's shirt a little and showing him the time. Should we maybe be heading towards bed?
He's gonna look over at her pad and then kind of give a little nod and just... That would probably be wise. However, and he's gonna look around at the tables and just... Can you walk with Toby? I'm gonna stay down here for a while.
If you're not going, I really don't want to go. I'm not tired. I just thought maybe we should. But if you don't want to, that's okay.
I don't want you to get in any trouble or anything. I was just gonna clean up and it's already pretty late.
And, Toby is gonna chime in. Alice, it'll be alright. After I walk you to your room, I'll come make sure that he's okay.
Yeah, okay. Just promise you won't stay here too long. I don't want you getting in trouble either.
I'll be fine. I promise. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? I'm gonna need some coffee.
She's going to smile a little and get up before leaning down and kissing him on the cheek. I would like that. You know where to find me.
Alright, kitten. See you around.
And she defuses to go to bed. Yay!
Yeah.
He's gonna go around collecting all the fucking plates and taking them in because no one cleaned up after themselves.
Listen. You wanna know something? Karoma was actually going to come back and clean everything up, including the pantry. So the fact that you were cleaning up the plates, Jayden will just see Karoma come back in, and Karoma's gonna see him already working. and then he's just gonna wordlessly start working with him.
Yeah, he's just was gonna do the dishes and then head to bed because he heard Lola say she was gonna clean up the next time before she passed out.
Meanwhile, Kuroma's just gonna do it for her.
I don't know what's better, the fact that I decided I was gonna clean up a little bit before Kuroma, and then that happened. That's just amazing.
Listen, I thought it'd be
Everyone
funny.
wanted to clean.
Okay.
It
Anyways.
was sweet, but honestly, the spirit said no. Screw your job and screw her.
For anyone that hasn't guessed, that was a poltergeist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
bad things
I'm
happen
gonna
when
go
spirits don't go across.
Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and say that the session's ending here. Because one, my phone is dying, and two, you guys went to bed. I'm sorry I could not reveal the motives, and I did not get to share this information yet tonight. But we're going back to every other week because I technically was not supposed to DM last week. I gave in to pressure. So next week we are not going to have a session just because it's going to give me some more time to get some planning and art done.
Mhm.
Alright.
I'm sorry to take this away.
It's fine.
This is fine.
Thank you for the interactions and stuff.
Absolutely.
Thank you for letting me join in and jump in and take over and cause issues and.
No, I personally like the fact that people get to actually cause more events to happen. If you guys want NPCs to have random, like actual random events happen where it will affect the environment, I'll start rolling for that so you guys can have more random encounter type of things with NPCs.
Oh boy, I met a lot of people today.
Yes, you did. You guys will get a point for at least just the table and then the people that you talk to. My phone is at 3%. I'm gonna go put it on the charger.
Okay.
Literally, because I'm looking at all the people that I got a dessert for, except for Valeri and Felix, because Felix doesn't have one and Valeri didn't tell me hers. But now that I'm looking at it, I've met too many people.
Give me a second. I'm going to end my stream and then I'm going to grab food and then I want to be back for questions. Anyways,
Alright.
thank you all for tuning in back at the DM's table. As you heard, we will be doing this session every other week. It will be up on YouTube, which the link is down below as well, to go to my YouTube as a podcast. The first other two sessions are on there as well, and then this one will be going up. But thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye.
See ya!